One, two, three. Hello, welcome to another Artcast. Tonight we're gonna take another look at the Minnie Mouse commission that I did. The Minnie Mouse Belly Dancer one. I know I did another Artcast of this before, but um, I had the settings on OBS were all wonky. I had how can I put this? I have a USB drive. I save a lot of things to USB drives. I have Snack Break. I have USB drives labeled for Snack Break. I have this one for Side Eye Review. I've got Familiar Faces. I got Artcast. I got one that's just labeled Working, and that's a 64 gig USB drive. And then that way I can just like switch them between. When I need to prepare an Artcast, I take that drive and I put it over on my old laptop, and it just processes film. That's all it does. I just say, hey, make a proxy of this for me. Put together this Artcast for me, and I just let it sit there and do its job for like a whole day. It's great. What happened is, I guess the OBS did not recognize one of the drives. So what it started to do was basically eat itself, like eat its own brain. I think at the end of that stream, my computer had like 100 MBs left over left over to run all the different processes it was trying to do, which no wonder it was shitting itself and just trying to run as just hard as it could. And I said it was exciting because it really was. Also, when I looked at the footage, because it was still collecting footage, and when I collected it for some reason the audio was all wonky and off, so I couldn't do anything about it. But yeah, this is just one of those. This is a popular commission, Minnie Mouse and Gadget as sort of veiled belly dancers. I want to say that it's one person doing the commission, but I think it's sort of splintered off into a group of people that really like the motif or just the idea. Wait, I'm looking at this comment. I found strange that we never got to see Goofy's wife. Oh, I found it strange that we never got to see Goofy's wife. Yeah, I guess so. I'm sure there's some European comic where we do see her, or some proxy. European, yeah, if you think this is like weird, and you haven't seen like the weird European comics that all the Disney characters get. I mean, they get some cool weird stuff. Like Donald Duck is both a superhero and he's a superhero from the future, and he is a spy. Both Mickey and Minnie have been detectives who, just detectives, like actual noir detectives. Mickey Mouse has got a gun, and I think Minnie does too. There's my favorite and the weirdest of the Mickey comics is one weird one where Mickey goes into like a haunted house, and then through a mirror, and then let's see, he goes through a mirror, and he goes into like a monster world that is like his world, except it's all like filled with werewolves and ghosts and everything. Minnie Mouse, or the analog for Minnie Mouse, is a white mouse. She's like Minnie, but she's just fully white, and she's a witch. She's like a witch, a sorceress. She inherited this haunted house in this other world, which like serves as a portal to dimensions between Mickey's and her dimension. And Goofy is a werewolf. There's no Donald equivalent, which I find a little weird. But they just have like their own weird, goofy adventures. And then there was one point where, oh, by the way, Minnie Mouse in all the European comics is a huge bitch. She's always depicted as just being naggy, or just kind of, like not having any patience with Mickey. And so I think there was a point where Mickey was like, "Oh, okay, well you're kind of like Minnie, but at least you're like a witch. You're kind of cool that way." And so I think there was maybe this sort of, will they, won't they? You're kind of like my old girlfriend at home, but you're not. So yeah. Anyway, by the way, oh, someone brought up a good point last stream that the belly dancer motif could have been from the Chipmunks Adventure, just sort of like really just like, contaminating is not the right word. Your recording isn't muted, so it's playing. Oh no, it's playing that's. Oh no. Okay, so the music doesn't kick in until here. Okay. Now, if I did my homework right, then my voice track should be recorded on a different line than everything altogether, so I can edit that out. Okay. I think we'll start from here. Where were we? I was working on a hand. Yeah, again, that was some music from when I was doing the Just Drawing streaming. I was smart enough to not. I was smart enough to mute the squirrel video. Not smart enough to mute this one. So shoot. I'm hoping I was smart enough. Let's take a look at the settings. My mic, there's a way of recording on OBS that is different from streaming on OBS. Now I have audio, or I have let's see. Let's look at the output. Okay, audio output's just for one, and I have 3 different streams going for. I have 3 different audio tracks going. Now, are they all on different tracks? Let's take a look. Advanced audio properties. My voice is... well, my voice is on track 2. Minnie Mouse is on all the tracks. So, yeah. That was running. Huh. Oh well, we'll just start from here. I'll just see what I can do after this. I'll definitely have the squirrel video up and running. The perils and pitfalls of going over OBS. But anyway, like I was saying, if the music was drowning out everything, these are 2 official pieces of artwork from Disney with Sexy Minnie. Kind of like that, what was that one short? It wasn't a short, it was an ad blitz. It was where, was it a clothing line or was it makeup? Where they animated her doing like a fashion shoot with all this stuff. Huh. It wasn't Forever 21, was it? No, it was a little bit more chic than that. Any house fashion Shoot. It was like, I remember it was how can I put this? It was presented as like some sort of short where she was looking at a dress in a mirror and like in a shop, and then she has this fantasy, and then she goes and Barney's. I guess it was Barney's. Yeah, let's do a little live recording of me watching this. Cartoon Capers, Barney's, and the Walt Disney Company team up. This is from 2012. Holy crap. This is ancient. Yeah, Electric Holiday is what it was called. It was presented like it was a short, but it was really an ad for Barney's. Electric. I'm not even sure they would have this on YouTube. I bet Disney would have. No, no, it's right here. Electric. They've got, actually. There's tons of it online. Later, Paladin. You take care. Yeah, so I'm watching it right now. Minnie Mouse is looking at a dress, a big fillet. It's actually like really nice animation. It's almost like it's reminiscent of like not the Three Mouseketeers. I wouldn't say it's that nice. It's more like if the House of Mouse had a budget. I'll say that. And so she's going down these stairs now. And then there's this like, oh geez, she's got the bedroom eyes for this sort of beanie guy, and she's just walking past a bunch of women, characters. These are obviously based off of actual designers. More photo shoots. So some guy looks like Elton John. Okay. There's this weirdo. He's got these red shorts on, and he's got two cameras, and he's flipping. He's like doing camera jutsu, like one in front of his clothes look like way too small. So obviously in the fashion world, it's personality along with performance, or maybe more so personality. There's some guy, he's working on Cruella de Vil's hair. Goofy is getting makeup. Yeah, these are more or less caricatures of like real life people working in who work in the. There's some guy in a weird bow tie. He looks kind of like. Okay, the studio has shifted styles. Now it's totally different. Like it was different from the intro. I don't know who any of these people. This must be significant for people who actually work in the fashion industry, but I don't know who any of these people. These are definitely caricatures of actual people. Interesting. Anyway, that just reminded me. I just got flashbacks of that. I was like, oh yeah, that was a thing. And it's I is this a dress that people actually could buy? I'm not a fashion hound, so I don't know. I assume that yes, Barney's of New York is very they got a lot of promotion out of that. Oh, speaking of the drawing, it's very hard when you're dealing with a character who is a solid black, and you use black lines. You then have to make a decision about, okay, well, what do you want to do here? Do you want to do it like a charcoal and then shade it, or do you want to then go over and um, go over certain lines and then make those pop out, which is I think is the standard practice for Disney characters, and it's what I usually do. Yeah, I saw the trailer for that new Cruella movie. Um, so you're supposed to feel sympathetic for her because she's kind of bullied around. She climbs up the ladder of the fashion world. She's the underdog when she starts out, but at the end of the day, she still wants to kill a bunch of dogs. She still becomes a bitter, shrivel up psychopath. So, eh? Like, how can I put this? Um, what was it? Sleeping Beauty. You had Maleficent, and then that sort of recontextualized Maleficent as sort of someone who did get the uh, did get the wrong end of the stick when it came to. I guess he was in love. She was in love with the king, and then the king betrayed her, and then that would explain why she's sort of like a. She's all pissy, but she also likes Aurora and will sort of watch over her. Um, or maybe wants to hurt her. I actually haven't seen the movie, but I know there's one point where she meets Aurora, and I can only assume it comes from a point of "Hello, nice to meet you." I mean, I kind of hate you, but I don't, you know. But yeah, it is Disney's Joker, pretty much. We live in a society, um, sort of thing. Actually, you know what? A Mad Madam Mim movie would actually be pretty cool. Kick ass. Just even her and Merlin just kind of being antagonistic to each other. That would actually be pretty. I would actually watch that. Because guess what? That's the best part of the movie. You're supposed to like root for that little shit of a kid, but you don't. You like that one fight between her and Merlin. Um, you hit me with the dabs because I said we live in a society. Very cute. Um, what was I gonna say? Yeah, that would be cool. I would actually dig that a lot. Um, and I think that would because again, that's a cool character. That's a really cool character. At the end of the day, you know Cruella de Vil has to go insane and want to start killing animals. Because that's the thing. It's like, okay, she's the underdog. She's sort of the anti-hero of this one part of her story. Ooh, she's still a horrible person. Um, unless there's something like weird going on where she has to stop someone worse than her from killing the dogs. So she fakes kidnapping all those animals. Who knows? But yeah, that's just when you have like Disney Plus, when you have basically your new. Remember how Disney Channel always made those original movies? Like they had to make tons of original movies, like about like 3 or 4 every year, just to just to like just to justify having your own channel. Well, that's what's happening with Disney Plus. That's what's gonna happen. They're gonna just like there's gonna be some ambitious projects like WandaVision. Fine, that's cool. That even sets up your new universe, which I'm checked out. I was checked out around. I stuck around for Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2, but other than that, I kind of checked out from the universe as a whole. Like most superhero movies, I was kind of done with. Um, not to say I'm angry about it or angry about the saturation or whatever. I didn't care. I like people weren't making the movies I liked anyway. Uh, I mean, I still get Cartoon Saloon. They still make movies I like, and they're animated shorts that are going to be directed film anyway because they're made in Ireland. Um, no one gives a crap that I want a Lucky Luke movie based off those recent comic books that are like really stylized and really different and give a more mature outlook to the character. No one's gonna make a movie about that. And even if they do, it'll be released in France, and then they'll dump it here on DVD or streaming service, and that's what I'll get. And then maybe I'll get lucky, and then maybe they'll make like Squirrel Girl into a series, or the Power Pack will be an animated cartoon. Oof. What was I gonna say? Yeah, Cruella. Yeah, you just gotta make stuff and then put it on your streaming service. I love to see a redux of Dick Tracy in the Spider-Man universe style, Spider-Verse style. Um, who just released a really good video on Dick Tracy recently? Dick Tracy. Uh, Dick Tracy. Did I say Dick? I said Dick. Huh. Um, I'm not sure who did that. It's the guy that did the sports movie thing. He also did like why baseball is the best sports movie. Um, what was it? What was it? Why? He's pretty good. Why baseball is the best movie sport, and it's a Mr. Patrick H. Willems, but it's Willems with like Will and then Eames. Huh. Okay, yeah, he's good. I like that one, like that video, and I like the Dick Tracy one he just released. Um, God, who's been watching Folding Ideas on like repeat for the last 3 days? Oh, and let's see. Well, who's this? ABK, Alla Beckett King. Just look up Beckett King, and you'll see like a really great personality. He does a lot of really short videos that are great. Really short character pieces. Can you imagine if Disney's Hercules was close to the original myth? Yeah, that would be weird. Phalis has like done a whole bunch of videos on all the knockoffs that got released after Disney made their version of Hercules. Well, I think we're coming close to the end of this. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, here we go. So yeah, this here is the finished project. Yeah, I was happy. Well, I'm moving something, but not the picture. Yeah, I was happy the way this turned out. The eyes, there's something always weird about the eyes that I don't quite get right. I'm sure if I practice more on this character, I would be able to get it. I'm just noticing that maybe I should have colored the bottom of the belly a little different to make it look like she's wearing some underwear. Maybe I'll go through and do that. Go back and make that one little change just to make that, because now it's the only thing I could see. Huh. Okay, well anyway, that's enough for this Artcast. Thank you all for joining me, and I will see you all on the next one.